An ordinary young woman with an ordinary life, or at least that's what everyone believed. She was 22, studying literature at a local university, working part-time at a downtown cafe, and living in a modest apartment not far from campus. Her life, though simple, was filled with laughter, shared coffees with classmates, and quiet nights reading mystery novels. But on the night of November 12, 2018, everything changed. That evening, Lisa attended a small party hosted by a close friend. It wasn't unusual, just a group of friends gathering to relax, drink wine, and enjoy each other's company. Lisa arrived around 8 p.m., wearing a gray hoodie, jeans, and her favorite boots. Witnesses described her as cheerful at first, but observant. Her smile didn't quite reach her eyes. Several guests later reported that Lisa seemed distracted. She would often step outside onto the balcony, staring into the distance, sometimes whispering on the phone. When asked who she was talking to, she simply replied, "Just a friend." But no one knew who that friend was. Her body language was tense, her laughter forced. Around 11:40 p.m., Lisa told the host that she was going to leave early. She waved goodbye, declined an offer to call a cab, and walked out the front door alone. That was the last confirmed sighting of her. No CCTV footage, no witnesses after that moment. She had simply vanished into the cold November night. The next morning, Lisa's roommate grew concerned. Her bed hadn't been slept in. Her phone went straight to voicemail. Her coat was gone, but her bag, wallet, ID, and keys were still in her room. By noon, her parents had filed a missing person report. The police initially assumed she had stayed over with someone, perhaps even left town for a few days. But when 48 hours passed with no sign of Lisa, the case took on a more serious tone. Investigators interviewed everyone who had attended the party. No one had seen or heard from her after she left. Police combed nearby parks, alleys, and abandoned buildings. They reviewed street camera footage from nearby intersections, but found nothing. It was as if Lisa had disappeared into thin air. As the days dragged on, the community began to speculate. Flyers were posted across the city. Local news channels ran daily coverage. Friends organized search parties, scouring wooded areas and rural roads. A candlelight vigil was held on the university lawn. But amidst the sadness, rumors started to spread. Some claimed Lisa had been struggling with depression. Others whispered that she had gotten involved with a secretive group, a so-called spiritual collective that met in abandoned buildings on the outskirts of town. Unverified posts on forums like Reddit and 4chan alleged that Lisa had attended midnight gatherings where strange symbols were drawn in chalk and rituals were performed in silence. Her disappearance, they said, was no accident. More strange details began to emerge. A classmate revealed that Lisa had recently become withdrawn and was reading obscure books on occult philosophy. One neighbor claimed to have seen a hooded figure outside Lisa's building a few nights before she vanished. Another insisted they heard strange chanting from her apartment window late one night. But the police found no solid evidence to support any of these claims. Lisa's browser history did include several searches related to mysticism, secret societies, and how to disappear without a trace. Still, investigators weren't convinced. Was she researching for school, for a story, or something more? Then, almost a month after Lisa's disappearance, an anonymous tip arrived. The caller claimed Lisa had been seen in the backseat of a dark SUV near an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town, an area known for illegal activity. This tip shifted the focus from the occult to organized crime. According to the tip, Lisa had been dating someone connected to a local gang. She may have learned something dangerous. She may have threatened to go to the police. The message was cryptic but chilling. She found out what she wasn't supposed to. Police redirected the investigation, now focusing on Lisa's private life. They reviewed her text messages and found several deleted threads, conversations with an unknown number discussing meetings, delivery dates, and something referred to only as the package. Investigators believe she may have been coerced into acting as a courier, possibly without realizing the full scope of what she was involved in. Then came the biggest break. A man named Darius Cole, already under investigation for trafficking, was arrested in a sting operation. During interrogation, Darius mentioned Lisa by name. He claimed she had gotten in over her head and had tried to back out. When asked what happened to her, he refused to answer, just stared at the floor and repeated, "She shouldn't have said anything." Search teams were dispatched to multiple sites based on Darius's known locations. In a forested area outside the city, investigators found a burned-out car registered to a gang member. In the trunk, they discovered a single boot, partially melted but identifiable. It matched the boots Lisa was last seen wearing. The case was no longer a disappearance. It was a presumed homicide. But despite the clues, no body was ever found. No charges were filed directly related to Lisa's case. Darius was convicted for unrelated crimes and sentenced to 15 years. He has never spoken of Lisa again. Lisa's parents still hold out hope. Every year on the anniversary of her disappearance, they post a message online. "If you know something, anything, say it. We just want the truth." This story is a reminder that evil doesn't always wear a mask. Sometimes it comes in the form of someone you trust, someone who smiles, someone who promises to keep your secrets and then uses them against you. Lisa's story is tragic, yes, but it is also familiar. All across the country, young women go missing every day. Some run, some are taken, some fall through cracks too narrow for the system to see, and some, like Lisa, vanish into a silence so deep it echoes. Maybe Lisa was trying to escape something. Maybe she was lured in. Maybe she thought she was helping someone and paid the ultimate price. We may never know the full truth. But what we do know is this: Lisa Weyer mattered. Her story matters. And until the truth comes to light, we will keep telling it.